I'm very good. Thank you. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday.
I love my Tuesdays with Rachel.
Yeah, we have fun.
Our drive home.
We do. We hang out.
So this fawn is least known, but it is the most addictive for lots of empaths.
Yeah.
This is the one that it's a survival mode. This is the one that's going to keep you alive. It keeps you incognito, but you lose yourself.
Yeah.
You don't know who you are because you become the chameleon. You become all of these different things to everybody else. You blend in. You go to the background. You're quiet. You just say yes sir, no sir. You don't have the fight, flight. You've already tried all those things, and as a little kid, they didn't work.
Yeah.
And so your spirit, your survival instinct, which is reptilian brain, kicked in. It goes, you need to survive.
So, and that's where the chameleon comes in, where you kind of just change yourself to fit in with your surroundings or the people around you to survive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and you don't, a lot of times you don't like conflict, but you're in the conflict.
Yeah.
You know, just keep them quiet. Just if I can, you know, I'm helpful, that I can be the peacemaker, the people pleaser, any of the you turn into everything.
Yeah, yeah.
You are the jack of all things,
Yeah.
but you can't master getting away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the fawn does, but it hides behind your helpful persona. You over listen, you over elicitate, you overdo, you're over responsible, you're over dependable. And it's really exhausting without realising. But it takes over your life once you understand it, you go, oh, then you can master it.
Yeah.
But until you master it, it's always controlling. It's already gone out ahead of you. It already feels the fear in front of you. If you're going to fear of failure, if you're going to hurt yourself or harm yourself or somebody's going to harm you, it's already got it, and then it pulls you back. And that's where your self sabotage, your self-destruction, all of those self things actually happen. You're attacking yourself so that you don't hurt yourself. And it's like, what?
So is this where people carry a lot of like unnecessary guilt?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and feel
shame.
responsible for everything that's happening in the world.
Yeah, and shame.
Yeah.
You know, shame that I didn't do anything, guilt that I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then that is almost like a magnet on you, and people can use it against you.
Yeah.
You're caught in it. It's a fortress. It's really hard to get out of it. Oh my God, you know, why did I let myself down? Why did I lose that job? But when you actually look at the whole thing, you go, oh, fawn's in here again.
Yeah.
I'm surviving. It knows that I won't make it.
Yeah.
It doesn't realise that you've grown up. It still thinks it's like a Peter Pan.
Yeah.
It still thinks you're a child. Nobody can help you.
Yeah.
You can't help yourself. But when you, as an adult, when you can actually look at it from a different point of view, that's when you can actually change it.
Yeah.
You become friends with it. And it's almost like, it's a teenager now, let's do a little bit further, you know. Now you're an adult, let's go a little bit expanding. You're not that little child anymore.
And a lot of that
doesn't believe you.
comes back to going back to where it started. Like what started that particular response? Like what who was in your life as a kid, or what experiences did you have that you need to still let go of or work through?
A lot of people think it's really tragic trauma stuff. It could be you have, you've gone into a shopping centre, big shopping centre, and you've lost your mum or your dad.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really frightening.
Yeah.
And it all depends what your little brain's like, you know, and you're a little nervous little Nelly or something else like that. That will actually then, if you've had it once, twice, 3 times, that's when it's clicked in. Don't ever leave your mum. Don't ever do that. Don't ever go. And so it's already started to take over control. Keep you alive, keep you surviving, no matter what cost.
Okay.
Costing of your life, costing of your jobs, costing of relationships. It's got no idea because it's still in control.
Wow.
Wow, all right.
Yeah, all right. Stick around. We're going to come back and talk about this a little bit more. It is Rach and Bernie on your drive home on your Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It is Rach and Bernie on your drive home right here on Bremer Radio, streaming live online on your apps or on your smart speakers. Now, we have been talking for the last couple of weeks about the fawn response, Bernie, and it all goes back to things that happen to you in your childhood, and they're not necessarily, major traumas. They can be things that, as a child, become a bit of a trauma, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And little kids don't understand words, but they understand emotions. So they can understand if parents are yelling, well, I've got to quieten down, or my nervous system starts settling in. And then it gets locked into the nervous system. And then you understand words later on, but it's too late by that stage. Usually everything happens by the age of 7. Everything is started to set in. And like I said, if it's once, it's fine. If it's twice, 3 times, it's already, this is a pattern. And then it just attracts that all the time. Your nervous system takes over, which is the fawn. You must survive. So you'll do what you're told. You're the goody two-shoes. You'll do what you need to do. As we just said before, you become the chameleon. You lose your voice. You ever speak up, you're going to be in trouble. You lose your vision of what you want to do. Your vision is you're helping everybody else achieve their vision. And it's like, well, if I'm doing that with them, that's okay. But you're losing your way. You're losing your life. You're with other people, and then later on in life, that's when you're feeling empty. That's when you're feeling, sometimes suicidal. Oh my God, who am I? You're searching for yourself.
Is that because you don't sort of have that period of time where you develop that self-awareness? So that impacts that, because you're so busy pleasing other people, you kind of don't develop that sense of self. And we'll talk in the future as well. All these different little parts inside of you are like a little family system. There's one part that's a rebel. And you and I know that, at home or at school, your spirit will be broken. Somebody wants to dominate you. So they will do anything that they can to dominate you, break your spirit. And the clients that I'm working with, we're able to now then, that's where it is. Bring my spirit back. Nobody can ever take that off you. You actually instinctively close it down, you lock it away, so nobody, and especially our heart, we lock our heart away so nobody can hurt it again. And then later on, it's, oh my God, I don't let love in, I don't receive, and that's a lot to do with this fawn stuff. Can it also be the root cause of a lot of anxiety?
Absolutely.
Because that's such a prevalent issue right now in society, isn't it? Is so many people have severe anxiety.
What's going to happen? Again, it's in the nervous system. When you can actually do the inner work, the inner child work, and understand where it came from. A lot of times it mightn't be yours. It might be your parents. It might be people around. Empaths take it on. I think empaths are the sponges. They take on the pain of everybody else. They take on the suffering of everybody else. And you get to a stage that it doesn't want to do this anymore. But it's really, that's when oh no, I can't let this go. I don't know who I am without this stuff. It's like a drug. It's an adrenaline thing on the inside without having to take it. It's like you can't stop taking it until you do the inner work.
So how do you start doing the inner work? What's the very first step? Calling you, obviously.
Well, I do a course called From Fawn to Freedom, and in this there's 7 things that you really got to. You go back to the bare roots with support. Your mind is keeping you, and it's like a security guard. It doesn't want you to go back into that jail. You've locked it away. You are there forever. And what we're doing is we're just going slowly. Where your voice, I'll do value. So feeling of not being important enough, undervalued, unappreciated. Where have you felt like that in the past? Feeling used and taken advantage of. Your value only goes with what is worth to other people. And so the more that you can understand where did you lose your value and be able to gain that back, really bring it back. Vision. Vision. Visibility, this one. Where do you take the role of chameleon? It plays out. But the other part is visibility. No one notices, acknowledges you. You're the wallflower. But where do you take photos but you're not in the photo? But it's little things like that, and it's going, oh my God, I take all the photos at a wedding, but I'm not in the photo, so I'm not there.
Or I'm a designated driver always.
Yes.
So other people can have a good time.
And you notice how you're not actually participating in life. You're actually participating in everybody else's life. So you don't have your own life. So it's actually catching yourself. I can see it, but you have to see it yourself. And we do little meditations, lots of different exercises, so you can take yourself back and you can go beyond where your mind will allow you to go, and it goes, oh, okay, and it knows that it's safe, it knows that you're with it, You're not against it. You're not fighting it. And then it starts opening up. Instead of the security guard, it becomes your cheerleader.
Okay.
And it goes, oh, okay, I trust you now. Yes, let's get a life.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's when the fun happens, because everyone, no. You are my bridesmaid. You are my slave.
Yeah.
You know, and you're claiming all that back. Actually, no. I need you to do that for me now.
Yeah.
You know, and again, with all the help, by the end of it, people are just blown away. You know, they're smiling. They're just, their life is starting to change, and then it continues from then on.
Have you ever come across someone who's kind of scared to start that process because it will mean a lot of upheaval?
A lot of upheaval because they don't feel that they're strong enough, because they've been taught they're not strong enough to do it.
Yeah.
Because they take your power away.
Yeah.
When you are with somebody else, when you are a chameleon in their life, they own you.
Yeah.
You know, he who angers you controls you. So if you're fearing that somebody else is going to be angry at you, they already control you.
Yeah.
So you have to go underneath it and cut all the cords to take your power back.
Wow.
The biggest thing is claim back your own power.
Yeah.
You know, you were here for a reason. You're not here to be the bridesmaid, the doormat, all these other words for everybody else's life.
Yeah.
You know, supporting everybody else's vision to their greatness. And again, you know, there's a part inside that dies. You know, but what about me?
So stop being the supporting actor to everybody around you.
Absolutely, because there's a part inside of you that's really dying to be somebody, dying to have somebody have that back, and you never ever get it back. So that's when you really, this is what I really need to do, and I'm going to take this back for me.
Yeah.
You know, and I've got the power. When you are, and we'll talk more about this later, but it's like when you're grounded, present, and centered in your own self right here and now, that's the most powerful time that you can actually do anything to change. Okay. We're used to jumping out of our skin, you know, allowing the fawn to take its place, and we're watching from above, and now it's like, come back in, I do this for me. You know, and everybody else, again, we don't have to leave narcissistic relationships. No. We just have to be empowered and teach them, hey, this is who I always was.
And this is how
you just forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
most of them say sorry.
They do.
Yeah, and they just, you know, they're really forgiving.
Yeah.
A lot of them get taken, they just leave, and that's great.
Yeah.
Don't want to see you ever again.
No, well, they can't be better.
There's no honouring, there's no respect, there's no value.
Yeah.
Whenever we're not valuing, respecting and honouring our own self, because we don't know, because of this fawn stuff, and it's controlling us, that's when you get your power back.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's the class called?
It's called From Fawn to Freedom.
From Fawn to Freedom. And where can we find that?
On my website, Inner Child Harmony Coaching.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. And can people sign up any time, or are there certain times?
It's starting on the 10th of the 10th.
Okay.
Yes, 10th of the 10th.
Is that an auspicious number? 10th of the 10th?
It's a huge day. Yeah. Okay. Like it's a 1, we've done all the 9s. 9s are finished, completion, so 1s are beginning of a new cycle.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's 10, that means really heavy duty stuff.
Beautiful. And how many people can you have in that?
We have 12 in the class.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a nice small class that everybody can integrate with it, connect on a soul and spiritual level as well. Whoever's in there, actually, it's really connected. And what you don't say, somebody else will say for you. Yeah. So it works like that. Oh, that's me too. Yeah. And you get a lot of me too.
And that's actually really empowering, isn't it? When you go, oh, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one who feels like that. That's,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome.
But you get to see how your fawn actually protected you, loved you, and kept you safe. Yeah. And then you can say, thank you so very much. And what role would you like to take now? Yeah. How about you come, you know, retire and be beside me and enjoy life with me. Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than trying to shield me from it.
Yeah, without realising it's not Peter Pan. I am who I am today, and I want to be even more of that from this day forward.
Do you know, every time we talk about fawn, I picture Bambi.
Yeah.
I just have this little image of Bambi in my head.
Well, they call it, you know, stop fawning for survival. Yeah. You know, and like I said before, it's so exhausting without realising that you're surviving. Yeah. And now you want to stop it, and you want to start living, and you want to thrive in your own way, in your own life as well.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you, Bernie.
Thank you so very much, everybody.
To go through. We're going to do it again next week and talk some more, aren't we?
Even more, yes.
Definitely. All right, well, you have a fabulous week.
Thank you, and the same to you, everybody, as well.
Yes,
thanks,
and we'll
Rach.
See you next Tuesday. It is Rach and Bernie driving you home on West Bremer.